Were you as great as you were because of the time, or would you be as great now?
I'm going to tell you something. As bad as it looks, it didn't miss by that much. You just see me make 2 in a row. No, I had to set boy fair. There you go.
I've been for $5.
I just made the last 3 of them.
I don't care. This is the one I'm talking about for $5.
Get it up! Get it up!
In 1959, Chamberlain hit the NBA with full force. He was the first player named Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season.
When Wilt came into the league in the late 50s, I think absolutely there was fear.
Wilt won 7 scoring titles. He won 9 shooting titles. He won 11 rebound titles. And then he led the league in assists one year.
And here's Jerry West, back to Chamberlain, back to Jerry.
No athlete in a team sport has ever brought the elements of size, strength, and speed into a league as the young Wilt Chamberlain brought into the NBA in 1959.
Wilt Chamberlain's size, strength, and athleticism were unimaginable. He made large men appear small. And when he played, it seemed all too easy, almost unfair. His numbers were too big for comfort. He didn't just break records, he destroyed them. Basketball was Wilt Chamberlain's sandbox.
They've got a tremendous performer going for them. Wilt the Stilt is all fired up.
Going through the middle, nobody goes. Wilt takes it in himself, puts it in there.
Unbelievable shot. I don't see how anyone can stop him.
They go to Wilt with it. He's going to the basket.
Chamberlain electrifies the crowd with his celebrated dipper dunk.
West leads by 4, 85-81. All right, Wilt Chamberlain, surprised. But when you're that big, I think you want to make that one.
For most of his 14 seasons, he played in a shadow of perfection cast by the press.
He's had a lot of terrible things said about him because he didn't win more.
If you win, everybody says, well, look at him, he's that big. If you lose, it's, how could he lose a guy that size?
To me, he's kind of like a mutant, you know, just so different because he was so special. This is someone I like to, you know, to look like him sometimes, you know.
It seems incredible now to think he averaged 50 points.
Yeah, 25 rebounds. I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Times were different. It was a different
game.
Yeah.
It was a different game still, you know. 50 points, 25 rebounds. It's 50 points and 25 rebounds. It's a credit to what a physical specimen he was and how talented he was.
He was an amazing machine looking for maximum performance and effectiveness from himself.
You know, Wilt played guard with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I guess he's the first and last 7-foot guard in the game of basketball. But we wanted him to handle the ball more because that's what the people came to see.
I honestly don't think you could have been guard Wilt.
I probably won't, but could he guard me?
Yeah. He's shot block. Defense was his special.
Yeah, right. Defense, he scored 100 points too.
I learned a lesson early against Wilt. When I was a rookie, I blocked one of his shots, and he blocked every shot that I took the next 5 times we played them.
I think probably Wilt dominated the game more than anyone else. And the reason I say that because Wilt could do it on both ends of the floor. Offensively, no one could guard him. And defensively, Wilt was going after every shot.
A great play by Chamberlain.
Walker gives it to Love. Chamberlain blocked it. Great play by Chamberlain.
Monroe. Put it up again. Chamberlain slaps it out. That's 7 times Wilt's blocked shots tonight.
Chamberlain has 8. He blocked the shot, but Lou keeps it back. That's the 3rd block for Chamberlain tonight. He blocks another one. That time he got the hook shot.
That's one of the finest defensive plays I've ever seen in basketball.
Lenny Wilkins cast off a shot
that appeared to be 3 feet above the basket. And Wilt jumped up and caught this ball with one hand. The referee called goaltending. And I hollered at him, "How could you call that goaltending?" And he says, "Guy, what I just saw is not humanly possible."
I came to the NBA as a defensive player. So everyone was afraid of my defensive game, more so than my scoring game.
The most amazing scoring performance of all time. 100 points for the Big Dipper.
I like to send Shaq and Wilt go at it. Wilt was strong as everybody disrespects Wilt.
I always felt like when people said, well, this guy is shooting more baskets than anyone else, I said, because you stay away from him. He was so powerful with his elbows and everything. You wouldn't want to be in his way. It was dangerous.
Air ball, rebound, Chamberlain.
He was the only guy that could change the landscape in basketball, change the rules.
The free throw shooter had to release the ball behind the line. Wilt could take off from the free throw line and dunk the foul shot.
I've been watching. We'll give you a couple talks soon, man. All right, let's be glad to.
What if we could send Michael Jordan back in your prime?
Wouldn't that have been very wise of Michael?
He'd have been crushed, is what you're saying.
I don't think. I know you've been crushed.
In the 50s, they knew of Wilt Chamberlain in China. That's how big an athlete he was and is. You're not talking about, you go and say Joe DiMaggio to somebody in China, they don't know who Joe DiMaggio is. And Joe DiMaggio is a great athlete. This man is world renowned.
Without Wilt Chamberlain, it might not be in the NBA. Wilt Chamberlain was the only guy people knew, man. I'm talking in 1970. You go through an airport, they go, are you the Globetrotters or Wilt Chamberlain? That's the only people they do. So he was the guy who brought people to the stands and promoted the game.
Wilt was putting on a show for people. Wilt carried the NBA for years.
The league didn't matter until Wilt came along. It's Wilt that put the fannies in the seats. People were mesmerized by him.
Instead of like just taking to the basket and just dunking it like I should have most of the time. I was shooting fadeaway shots, and I was shooting hook shots, and I was shooting finger rolls, and I was shooting whatever came to my mind, or whatever I thought would be pleasing at the time.
Wilt's not just a basketball player in the way we might think of LeBron James or Kevin Durant. He is trying to navigate an actively hostile structure and system.
He's a black man, and he's dominating what had been basically a white sport.
100%, they changed the rules in college and the pros to target and limit Wilt Chamberlain.
If I just went out and took it to the basket every time, I'd be averaging 70, 80 points a game.
He was the most important player of all time.
Without Wilt,
wouldn't be any Kevin Garnett's, wouldn't be any Kobe Bryant's, LeBron James, Michael Jordan's. There wouldn't be none of us.
He was the first rock and roll superstar in basketball.
Wilt was an amazing leaper. Philadelphia trainer Al Domenico saw Wilt put a quarter on the top of a backboard.
Basketball may not have even been his best sport. It might have been track and field.
He was able to win back-to-back-to-back Big 8 track championships. He ran a 100-yard dash in a little less than 11 seconds for a 7-footer.
It's astounding that Wilt could, in the same body, have inexhaustible stamina.
Size, speed, strength, and agility. Young Wilt Chamberlain might have been the greatest pure athlete of the 20th century. Don't the younger generations know about the Mighty Dipper?
When you talk about the greatest basketball player of all time, Wilt should be in a discussion. Michael Jordan hasn't come close to doing what Wilt did.
It's not possible for any human being to do the kinds of things that he was able to do.
I think there will be a period of orientation for me to cross like it is for every newcomer in the NBA, but I think in the long run I'll be able to handle myself man-to-man with anyone in the league.
The greatest player ever to play the game, Wilt Chamberlain.
When you look up there at that number 13 in days and weeks and years to come, I don't want you to think of a guy who garnished a lot of rebounds and a lot of points. I want you to think of it as a guy who has a lot of friends. I'm going to count you guys all among them. Thank you very kindly.